Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Welcome grade 10 students. Welcome at Oman live channel and welcome at our educational program. As you know that we are in semester number 2 and we started unit number 2 in the previous lessons. And in the previous lessons we have covered the reading and understanding, and we know what are the vocabularies that are related to a healthy lifestyle. Then we moved to the grammar and vocabulary section, and we discussed how can we make yes no questions and WH questions, and we know some collocations, and how can we speak about our health using feel and have got. Today, inshallah, we are going to focus on listening and speaking. So let's start our lesson by telling you what are the learning outcomes. So in this lesson, you will listen and identify problems and advice. Then you will listen and order a dialogue, and after that you will listen to a survey for a specific information, and then you are going to create and complete a survey. So before we start, let's revise with you some thing, and let's play this game together. So let's play this game, which is about the patient being sick. Now this lady, is she suffering from which of these problems? So I think she is suffering from fever. No, she is suffering from a cough. Okay, number two. Number two. Now look at this lady. She is putting a hand on her head. So I think she has got a headache. Then number three, look at this lady. She is putting her hands on her stomach. So she is or she has got a stomach ache. Then number four, look at this person. He is or he has got a runny nose because he put tissue or something on his nose. Look at this person. He is putting his hand on his throat, so he has got sore throat. And then look at this little lady. She is or she has got what? Fever or a high temperature. Then look at this lady. I think she has or she feels dizzy. And look at this lady. She is putting her hand on her back, so she has got back pain. And look at this person. I think he is or he has got a stress. Okay, and the last one, look at this lady. I think she is suffering or she has got a toothache because she put her hand on her face. Okay, so this is a start of our lesson today, and we have also another game which is about sick problems. And in this game you are going to put the correct word for these put the correct letters in the correct order in order to form correct word. So this one, okay, let's see. Okay, so this is a sore, and we have sore, I think, throat. So let's correct them or put them in the correct order together. Sore throat. Okay. So, and then you can, this is a cough. Okay. This is a cough, and then this one is, I think, dizzy. It starts with D, then I, then double Z, and at the end we have Y. Then this one, I think, a headache. So it starts with head. Let's bring A here, or E, in order to write head. Okay, head, and we should put here D, and headache we should put A here, then switch between C and H. It will be what? A headache. Then this one, I think this is a runny nose. So a runny, RU, and we have double N and then Y. Runny nose. Okay, and nose, N, let's put E, N first. Okay, nose, N-O-S-E, so runny nose. And you can complete this one at home in order to form some problems for people who feel sick. Okay, now let's go back to our lesson. And I want you guys to open your class books, please, page 20, and look at activity number 1. And here in this activity, they say discuss. Look at the sentences below. Decide if a doctor or a patient would say each sentence. Write D for doctor and P for patient. So first of all, what can you see here, guys? We can see a doctor, and we in front of her is the patient. Now let's read these sentences from 1 to 10, and then decide who will say this one. For example, number 1, I fell over. Who will say this one? The patient or the doctor? Number 2, breathe in. Who will say this one? Okay, number 4, how often do I take them? And number 4, where does it hurt? Number 5, I feel sick. Number 6, it started yesterday. And number 7, when should I come back? Number 8, take a seat. Number 9, it's my arm. And number 10, what is the problem? So let's go back to number 1. So I fell over. Who will say this one? The doctor or the patient? Of course, the patient. So please write P. Now, who will say, number 2, who will say breathe in? Of course, the doctor will say this one. Number 3, how often do I take them? How often do I take them? This is the patient. He is asking maybe about the medicine or tablets. Number 4, where does it hurt? Now, this is the doctor who is asking the patient about the place of pain. Where does it hurt? And number 5, I feel sick. Who is going to say that? I feel sick. Of course, the patient. And number 6, It started yesterday. Also, this is the patient. Now, number 7. When should I come back? Also, the patient. And who will say take a seat? This is the doctor. And number 9, it is my arm or it's my arm. This is the patient. And the last one, what is the problem? This is the doctor who is asking the patient about his problem. So here are some expressions said by the doctor and the patient when the patient is visiting the doctor, and this is some of the conversations that may happen during the patient visit to the doctor. Okay, now let's move, guys, to the class book, page 20, and look at activity number 2. As you can see in front of you that we have 3 people or 3 patients, Yasser, Reem, and Yunus. Now, what should we do with these patients? What should we do in this question? This question said, listen to the 3 conversations about the 3 conversations between a doctor and her patients. The patients are 3, as we said, Yasser, Reem, and Yunus. In each conversation, identify the patient's problem and the doctor's advice. So, for example, let's take Yasser as an example. In the first section, he has problem, fever, sore throat, or runny nose. So, he is suffering from which problem? And what advice did the doctor give? Did he say you should sleep or medicine for cold or take a day off? But here you should know that there are many, there may be more than one problem or a piece of advice for each patient. So you can use 2 or more, 1, 2 or more. Okay, so we have read the problems of Yasser and the piece of advice. Let's go to Reem. The problems that are giving for Reem is back pain, headache, and dizziness. And the advice: rest, see a specialist or painkillers. What about Yunus? Now, is Yunus suffering from stress, cough, or stomach ache? And what advice did the doctor give? Did he say sleep more or exercise or take medicine? Now, let's listen together and choose the correct answer.
Listening 2.4. Good morning, Yasir.
Hello, doctor.
Please take a seat.
Thanks.
How are you today, Yasir?
I'm feeling a bit sick. I've got a sore throat and a runny nose.
How many days have you been sick?
About 4 days now.
4 days. Okay. Have you had a fever or a high temperature?
No, I think my temperature is normal.
Do you have any pain anywhere?
No, I don't have any pain.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you probably have a cold. Listening 2.4. Good morning, Yasir.
Hello, doctor.
Please take a seat.
Thanks.
How are you today, Yasir?
I'm feeling a bit sick. I've got a sore throat and a runny nose.
How many days have you been sick?
About 4 days now.
4 days. Okay. Have you had a fever or a high temperature?
No, I think my temperature is normal.
Do you have any pain anywhere?
No, I don't have any pain.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you probably have a cold. I recommend you get some medicine for a cold at the pharmacy. Hello, Reem. How are you?
Not good.
Oh dear. What's the problem?
I fell over yesterday and I'm in a lot of pain.
Where does it hurt?
It's my back. I also hit my head when I fell.
I see. Do you have a headache or feel dizzy?
No. I didn't hit my head very hard.
Okay. Well, I don't think you need to see a specialist, but you need to take 2 or 3 days rest. I will give you some painkillers to help with the pain.
Thank you. How often should I take them?
Take 1 tablet 3 times a day. If you are still in pain after 3 days, please come back and see me again.
Thank you very much, doctor.
Good morning, Eunice. How have you been?
I'm okay, but I'm feeling quite stressed.
Why are you feeling stressed?
I think it's because our exams start next week.
I see. Do you have any other symptoms?
When I get stressed, I also get stomach aches.
Yes, that stress can affect our stomachs. What about sleep? Are you getting enough sleep?
Well, I've been staying up late studying.
Okay, well, if you don't get enough sleep, it can lead to more stress.
Really?
Yes, it's normal to feel a little bit of stress before exams, but try not to worry too much. I want you to go to bed earlier and also do some exercise each day. This should help reduce your stress.
Thank you, doctor.
Good luck with your exams.
So this is the end of the listening. As we hear that Yasser was suffering from sore throat and runny nose, and the doctor gave him advice to take medicine for a cold. With Reem, she was suffering from back pain, and the doctor gave her advice to rest, and she gave her painkillers. With Eunice was suffering from stress and because of his exams, and that leads to stomach ache, and the doctor gave him a piece of advice to sleep more and do some exercise. Okay, great. Now, guys, let's go and play a game in order to put some jumbled words in order to form correct question, because we want to know how are the questions formed when we go to see a doctor, and how can we speak with the doctor to tell them about how do we feel and what are the problems that we suffer from. So let's play this game and do the doctor's question. So first of all, look at this screen and let's order these words in order to make a correct question. So, how are you today, Yasser? How are you today, Yasser? Okay. Number 2, how many, okay, how many days, okay, have you been what? Have you been sick? So this is the doctor, he is asking a patient. Okay, do, and after do we said we should use the subject. Do you have, okay, any pain anywhere? Do you have any pain anywhere? Okay. And number 4, the doctor say, oh dear, what's the problem? What's the problem? And number 5, where, and after the WH we said we use the auxiliary verb and then the subject and then the main verb. Where does it hurt? This is the doctor. Okay. And here the doctor may say I see, it means I understand, and the question say, do you feel, or do you feel or have got, do you have, for example, have a headache or feel dizzy? Do you have a headache or feel dizzy? Okay. Another question we have here, good morning, how are, or how have good morning, good morning, yes sir. Good morning, yes sir. How have you been? Good morning, yes sir. How have you been? And here a question, why are you feeling stressed? And number 9, the doctor may say I see, and the question, do you have any other symptoms? Do you have any other symptoms? Okay. And the last question will say are, or what about sleep? What about sleep? Are you getting enough sleep? Are you getting enough sleep? So this is some questions that the doctor may ask a patient. Okay. Okay. Now let's complete, guys. Go to our book and look at your skills book, page 16. And here in this question, they said, listen and order. Okay, listen to the dialogue between a doctor and patient 1 and put the conversation in the correct order. Read the dialogue with a partner. Okay, now let's read, guys, these sentences and this dialogue between the doctor and the patient, and we are going after that to listen and put them in the correct order. How are you today, Yasser? No, I don't have any pain. How many days have you been sick? Then, no, I think my temperature is normal. Okay. Then, okay, it sounds like you probably have a cold. I recommend you get some medicine for a cold from the pharmacy. Hello, doctor. Please take a seat. About 4 days now. Good morning, Yasser. Then we have, I am feeling a bit sick. I have got a sore throat and a runny nose. Okay, then we have, do you have any pain anywhere? Then we have, thanks. Then we have 4 days. Okay. Have you had a fever or a high temperature? So this is the dialogue, but it is not in the correct order. Now we are going to listen and put these these sentences in the correct order. So please listen and put them in the correct order. طبعا here the conversation is between the doctor and Yasser, and that's why the picture of Yasser is shown here. Okay, so now let's start listening, and you should put the numbers next to each one.
Listening 2.5.
Good morning, Yasir.
Hello, doctor.
Please take a seat.
Thanks.
How are you today, Yasir?
I'm feeling a bit sick. I've got a sore throat and a runny nose.
How many days have you been sick?
About 4 days now.
4 days. Okay. Have you had a fever or a high temperature?
No, I think my temperature is normal.
Do you have any pain anywhere?
No, I don't have any pain.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you probably have a cold. I recommend you get some medicine for a cold at the pharmacy.
Okay, so do you want to listen again and put the numbers together? Yes, good. Good idea is that you listen again and put the numbers.
Listening 2.5.
Good morning, Yasir.
Hello, doctor.
Please take a seat.
Thanks.
How are you today, Yasir?
I'm feeling a bit sick. I've got a sore throat and a runny nose.
How many days have you been sick?
About 4 days now.
4 days. Okay. Have you had a fever or a high temperature?
No, I think my temperature is normal.
Do you have any pain anywhere?
No, I don't have any pain.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you probably have a cold. I recommend you get some medicine for a cold at the pharmacy.
Okay, this is the end of the listening, and this is the correct order of the dialogue between the doctor and her patient. Yes, sir. Let's move, guys, to your class book, please. Page 21. And look at activity number 3. In this activity, as you can see, this is a chart, and as you know, this is the pie chart. And first of all, let's discuss the information that are in this pie chart. So look at the pie chart and discuss what it shows. Now this pie chart shows survey results of the average number of hours grade 10 students sleep per night. So it is about you guys and the number of hours that the average number of hours that you sleep per night. Look at the pie chart. We have 73%, and we have from less than 7 hours. So 73% of grade 10 students sleep less than 7 hours, and 20%, which is in the yellow, sleep between 7 to 9 hours, and 7% sleep more than 9 hours. So these are some information about the average number of hours that grade 10 sleep per night. Okay, now let's play this game and see, do you know more about this pie chart? So whether you log into this website, the word wall, or you can scan this QR code. So let's go together, and the question said label. Now let's label the information about the pie chart in order to check whether you understand the information in the pie chart or not. So only 7% of grade 10 students get more than 9 hours sleep per night. So this is, he said 7%. So this is here. Then most of grade 10 students get less than 7 hours sleep. Most, it means a lot of, which is 73%. And the last information is only 20% of grade 10 students get between 7 to 9 hours sleep per night. So this is 20%. So this is as a practice to test you whether you understand the pie chart or not. Now let's go back to our lesson, and let's move on and take your skills book, please, page 42. So please guys, open your skills book. Look at your skills book and look at activity number 4. This is listen and complete. We have 2 questions here. Khalifa is asking his classmates about their sleep habits. Listen and complete the survey, the questions in the survey on page 42 of the skills book. Then listen again and complete the answers from Khalifa's friend Ahmed. So let's go to the skills book page 42. This is the page. Khalifa's survey. So this is at the end of the skills book, which is page 42. So now let's guys listen and complete the questions. How many questions do we have? We have 5 questions. The first one, start with the space. Time do you go to bed? Number 2, you have space. Then hours of sleep do you usually get? And number 3, you have space. Then you feel tired when you wake up. And number 4, what stops and gap from sleeping well? And number 5, do you, and you have space, you get enough sleep? So listen carefully and complete the questions with the correct word.
Listening 2.6.
Hi Ahmed, do you mind helping me with my survey by answering some questions about your sleep habits? Hi Khalifa, sure, no problem. Great, thank you. So the first question is, what time do you go to bed? Before 10 p.m., between 10 and 11 p.m., or after 11 p.m.? I usually stay up quite late. I would say after 11 p.m. Okay, question 2. On average, how many hours of sleep do you usually get? Well, I have to get up early for school, so usually only about 6 hours. Okay, so less than 7 hours. Do you feel tired when you wake up? Yes, always. What stops you from sleeping well? The options are using your phone late at night, feeling stressed or worried, or not feeling tired. I don't usually feel too stressed, but I do use my phone to look at social media. Sometimes I do that when I should be sleeping. Okay, using your phone. And the final question, do you think you get enough sleep? Sometimes, but I would like more. Okay, that's the end of the survey. Thanks for your help.
Okay, so the answers here is for number 1 is what time do you go to bed? Number 2, how many hours of sleep do you usually get? And number 3, do you feel tired when you wake up? And number 4, what stops you from sleeping well? And the last one, do you think you get enough sleep? Do you think that you get enough sleep? So now let's also, you can guys scan this QR code and play this game in order to see the survey questions. And we will take only 1 or 2 examples. So put these words in the correct order. What time do you go to bed? Okay. And number 2, how many hours, okay, of sleep do you usually get? Okay, you can guys complete the rest at home and form the correct survey questions. So now let's go back to our lesson, and listen to the conversation again between Khalifa and his friend Ahmed, and now you should focus on the answers. So the first question, what time do you go to bed? Now, what is his friend's answer? Did he say before 10 p.m. or between 10 p.m. and 11 p.m. or after 11 p.m. in number 2? How many hours of sleep do you usually get? Is it less than 7 hours, 7 to 9 hours, or more than 9 hours? And the same thing for number 3. What was the answer? Is it yes, no, or sometimes? And for number 4, is it using my phone, or feeling stressed, or not feeling tired? And for the last one, is the answer yes, no, or sometimes? So please listen carefully and write the correct answer.
Listening 2.6.
Hi Ahmed, do you mind helping me with my survey by answering some questions about your sleep habits? Hi Khalifa, sure, no problem. Great, thank you. So the first question is, what time do you go to bed? Before 10 p.m., between 10 and 11 p.m., or after 11 p.m.?
I usually stay up quite late. I would say after 11 p.m.
Okay, question 2. On average, how many hours of sleep do you usually get?
Well, I have to get up early for school, so usually only about 6 hours.
Okay, so less than 7 hours. Do you feel tired when you wake up?
Yes, always.
What stops you from sleeping well? The options are using your phone late at night, feeling stressed or worried, or not feeling tired.
I don't usually feel too stressed, but I do use my phone to look at social media. Sometimes I do that when I should be sleeping.
Okay, using your phone. And the final question, do you think you get enough sleep?
Sometimes, but I would like more.
Okay, that's the end of the survey. Thanks for your help.
So this is the end of the listening, and the answers were number 1, after 11 p.m. And for question number 2, the answer was less than 7 hours. He said 6 hours. And for question number 2, he said yes, he feel tired when he wake up. And for number 4, he was using his mobile phones late, and that's didn't give him enough time to sleep. And do you feel or do you think you get enough sleep? He said sometimes, but he wants more time to sleep. So this is the total number of answers for each option are showing in this table. Look at the number. For example, the survey that Khalifa did, he got 3 answers for before 10 p.m. from his friends about the first question. And let's take number 3. Do you feel tired when you wake up? 10 of them said yes. And for number 5, do you think you get enough sleep? The 5 of them said yes, 6 of them said no, and 4 of them said sometimes. So this is the findings or the results of his survey. Now let's move, guys, to how can we design a survey. And in this question, they said you are going to design a survey about a topic related to healthy lifestyle, which is the main topic in our unit. And choose a topic and give your survey a title, and then complete the survey with 5 questions and 3 options for each question. So now let's take 1 or 2 examples about the survey. So we should have a title for our survey, and we should have 5 questions with 3 options for each question. Now look at this picture about eating fast food or junk food. The first question you can ask your colleagues is, when do you usually eat fast food? Is it in the breakfast time, or is it at lunch, or in the dinner time? Okay, and you can put tick to the responses that answer this question. And number 2, how many times a week do you usually eat fast food? 1 or 2 times a week, 3 to 4 times a week, or 5 times or more. Number 3, what do you usually eat at fast food restaurant? When you go to the restaurant and eat fast food, what do you get, or what do you eat? Do you eat pizza, burger and chips, or something else, or others? Question number 4, on average, how much you would expect to pay for fast food a week? How much money do you expect? From 1 to 5 riyals per week, or 6 to 10 riyals, or more than 10 riyals a week? And the last question, why do you like eating fast food? Limited time, because of limited time, or because of variety of menu, or you enjoy the taste. So this is about eating fast food. Okay, let's take another example, and let's ask about the drinking habits, or drinking enough water. We should also have 5 questions. The first one is, when do you usually drink water? Only after meals, or when I feel thirsty, or anytime I need it. Question number 2, how many times a day do you usually drink water? Okay, 1 to 2 times, or 3 to 4 times, or 5 times or more. And number 3, what do you usually drink when you feel, or what do you usually drink when you feel thirsty? Sugary drinks or soft drinks, soda and energy drinks, or water? And question number 4, on average, how much water do you expect to drink a day? Less than 1 liter, or between 1 to 2 liters, or more than 2 liters? And question number 5, do you think you are drinking enough water each day? Yes or no, or sometimes? These are some or 2 suggested topics about fast food and drinking water, which are 2 important topics that we should focus on in our lifestyle. Okay, now we have done with the survey, so let's move to practice some pronunciation and to see how we read questions with their intonations. I mean the yes no question and the WH questions. So look at class book page 21 and look at activity number 5. In activity number 5, it is called pronunciation. And as you can see the example, what time do you go to bed? What time do you go to bed? Okay, so when I read or when I say a WH question, does the intonation or the sound goes down or up? Okay, now listen for the example.
Listening 2.7.
What time do you go to bed?
What time do you go to bed? So the intonation goes down. The intonation goes down with the first or the example. Now let's have 4 other questions and see are they going down or the intonation goes up. The first question, how many hours of sleep do you usually get? And number 2, do you feel tired when you wake up? And what stops you from sleeping well? And do you think you got enough sleep? So listen and draw the line of going up or going down.
Listening 2.8.
1,
How many hours of sleep do you usually get?
2,
Do you feel tired when you wake up?
3,
What stops you from sleeping well?
4,
Do you think you get enough sleep?
So as you can see with the WH questions that the intonation goes down, and with yes no question the intonations goes up. So in the at the bottom of the page he said in yes no question the intonation goes up or rises at the end of the question, and in WH question the intonation goes down or falls at the end of the question. So you can practice this one at home and put some questions or WH question and see the intonation that should go down, and for yes no question the intonation goes up. So this is the end of our lesson today. We have covered some information about the speaking and you listen to some information about healthy lifestyle and also how to make survey with your friends, and we focused on 2 main things which are drinking water and eating fast food. So thank you for today and see you inshallah next time.